Have you ever worked in the service industry and realized how pitiful it can be? Get paid peanuts to work unbelievably hard, get yelled at, and at the end of the day, it's almost not worth it. If you have, I think you'll really enjoy this video. Thanks again for joining me today. Today, I thought it would be interesting to take a look into the culture of tipping. In Europe, most restaurants add 10 to 15% onto the bill. In, say, South Africa and Mexico, it's almost expected. Australia, about 10% is usually added to the bill. But this is only for fine dining restaurants. And right next door in New Zealand, tipping is virtually non-existent. Funny side note, actually, in Vietnam and Argentina, it is illegal to tip. Illegal, yeah. Interesting. So ultimately, my advice to you is just to familiarize yourself with the practices of the country that you plan on visiting, because it can vary so much from country to country, and you don't want to find yourself in a lot of trouble like in Argentina or Vietnam because you didn't know the laws. So there's a lot of tricks to the trade that studies show improve the amount that you can actually receive as a tip, like touching. If you graze the shoulder of the guest, briefly touch it, that is shown across all age groups to increase the percentage of your tip. You're more likely to get a higher tip with the younger group, but as I mentioned, across all age groups, you're going to get a higher tip. A study that involved giving candy to customers also represented an increase in your tip. Who doesn't love candy? What I find most interesting about this is there was also another study that showed, in fact, it wasn't the candy per se, but how you gave the candy. This study actually had the server give each member one piece of candy and then spontaneously another. And wow, I mean, it showed that their tip increased to about 23% of the bill. One that I actually found to be interesting was squatting. Studies suggest that the eye-to-eye contact as well as the close interaction will actually raise your percentage of tip. And there were actually two studies that corroborated this. In one study, on average, they increased their tips from 14.9 to 17.5, and the other from 12 to 15. Hey, thanks again for liking and commenting on this video. It really helps me out a lot and helps spread the word. If there's something I didn't touch on and that you've experienced, or a cultural phenomenon that you live through every day, be sure to comment. I'm always going to be checking those out. I'm always looking to learn and educate myself, because I believe that is the best way to end intolerance. And if you'd like to see more videos every single Wednesday, please subscribe to the channel. Again, thanks so much. Have a good day.